Hi everyone, this is Yulianna Avdeeva. It is 7:30 p.m. Central European Time, and this time I'm so excited to welcome you on our weekly stream from Gohrisch. So this is the first non-home stream since March, and I'm very, very excited about that and very grateful for this chance to have it here in this very special place in Gohrisch in Saxony. So just to explain why I am here tonight and what is the reason that I'm here these days is that Gohrisch is a very special place. It is connected with Dmitry Shostakovich, who has been to Gohrisch twice, 2 times in 1960 and 1972. Hello everybody, hello Alex, hello Maria, Marlene, and Annalise, thank you so much. It's very kind of you to remember my birthday. Thank you so much for your great wishes, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Joanna and Patrick and Daniel. Thank you very, very much. So coming back to the place, this is actually the former guest house of the DDR government, and Shostakovich spent I think in 1960 it was 1 week which he spent here, and in this room, in the pavilion, now it is the pavilion of the hotel Albert's Hotel, and it is a room where Shostakovich used to play piano himself every morning, and this is, of course, very, very, for me, absolutely amazing thing to be here. And there is a festival, it's called Internationale Shostakovich Tage, International Shostakovich Festival here, which also should have been held these days, here in Gohrisch, but of course due to the corona crisis, the festival itself was cancelled. But as in the program of this festival, there was a absolutely unique idea, because there are several, I think it's going to be 9 finally. There are 9 world premieres of the recently founded Shostakovich pieces, and those pieces, that's why I'm here. I'm also a part of this project, because this Sunday at 8 p.m. Central European Time, there will be a stream, the stream which will cover these world premieres. My colleagues Daniel Trifonov and Dmitry Masliev will be doing the other premieres. I, by myself, am very excited to perform the Prelude and Fugue in C sharp minor. There is actually only a draft, a sketch of the prelude found originally by Shostakovich, and Krzysztof Maja has completed the prelude and composed a fugue to it, and so it's going to be a set of prelude and fugue in C sharp minor, which I'm going to perform on Sunday. And besides that, I'm also very proud and very happy to play the first piano sonata by Shostakovich. So this is a really amazing project, and I'm very happy, and just very happy that it will take place and that I can be here. And so please tune in on Sunday. So the project is going to be streamed on Arte Concert, on MDR Mitteldeutsche Rundfunk, as well as on Deutsche Grammophon YouTube channel, and also on my Facebook channel. So from Sunday, 8 p.m., July 5th, please join us for this wonderful idea. Thank you so much. I'm very, very moved to see you all wishing me happy birthday. It's very, very kind of you, and I want to also wish you back all the best, that we all go through this time, and we all stay healthy, and everything goes very, very well. Yes, so that's so far to I will, of course, that is the reason why I would like to talk about the first sonata later, because it's such a unique piece that it was, I think it is a really great, just for me it would be amazing to share some thoughts on this unique piece, and yeah, it would be great if you would listen to it on Sunday in a complete original form. But now we start again with our Bach, which is E minor is on the roll today, and E minor is a really special, again a special one, very different from others which we have already looked, because, well, generally the E minor is of course a very, it's a very sad, it's mourning character. It is, well, of course, knowing that also Bach composed the Crucifixus piece in the B minor Mass, of course it gives us already also a kind of idea what he had in his mind thinking about the E minor tonality. But this particular Prelude and Fugue it's not its charm. It's not only about the yeah, in its color or something. It's basically, it is a unique, for me, a unique example in Chopin. I'm saying that already. Chopin in Bach's music, where I literally feel already the connection to, let's say, what really, what kind of skills Chopin also literally took over from Bach, or what kind of playing really inspired him. Again, thank you all for your great birthday wishes, and спасибо, Ольга Алексеевна, большое спасибо за поздравления. Yes, we have a concert grand here, and I'm very happy that I'm going to use it tonight for you. So when I'm talking about the prelude of the E minor, what I mean about the connection which I feel with Chopin is that it is basically that we have three lines in this prelude. One is this. So this is a kind of perpetuum mobile. It's never stopping movement. It's relentless. It doesn't stop. It just gives also a kind of a feeling of time, being in a timeless zone. You know, it's very very special. The other line we have is actually the original prelude for the Clavier Book I again was actually just the chords. Left hand. So basically, it means that for Bach, this element was the main element. This can be a harp or just some harmonical chords. But finally, in the final version, he decided to add a beautiful melody. For me, it's a human voice, but I perfectly understand if somebody feels it like more like any wind instrument, a flute or something, because then finally we have this. So the challenge is, for what I'm also thinking about Chopin, is that the left hand moves. It doesn't stop. It exists in its own galaxy. So it means that I cannot. It doesn't matter what happens in the right hand. The melody, how beautiful the phrasing is. I am not allowed in the left hand. I'm not allowed to hold back, to wait for the voice. And this is exactly the same technique which Chopin uses in his nocturnes or in mazurkas. Basically, in every lyrical piece, this is the idea which Chopin really takes over, and this shows also the independence of both hands. That the right hand, the voice, the melodic voice can sing very free, but the left hand is always taking care of the order. So it's always there, and it never gets into the influence of the right hand. So but that's not only the first part of the prelude. The second part is the presto, which is a great contrast to this beautiful, aria. So the presto part is I hear it personally in a very, I hear it more piano. I don't hear it like a very energetic. I feel it's more like some lights in the dark, you know. And element, the main element remains the same. So we have. So it's again this. Again, is the same element, and of course it gets more excited, and we have also some movement in the bass, and yeah, it ends in a kind of for me it's a recitativo, and the fugue is again something very special because the fugue is the only two parts fugue in the entire Well-Tempered Clavier, and well, maybe it can be also understood as a invention. But for me, what I hear personally here is definitely, maybe also because of the E minor, I hear very clear, of course, the violin sound here, this probably because of the E string. I think for me it's a kind of instrumental concerto, so that we have some solo and some tutti, for instance, like in Bar 15. We can play it like echo, so solo and tutti, or the opposite, the other way around. But still, it's a great interaction between the string instruments for me, and of course also this again in the theme already this. Dramatic, chromatic. So it's basically absolutely unique piece, and although it's only in two parts, it's absolute another example of creativity of Bach's genius. And somehow, to be honest, today I was also driving through Dresden, and this is also, of course, a place where Bach was, and I'm really so happy to have a chance to get really closer into this music, and yeah, thanks to you, of course, and to share the really new ideas which come to my mind about it with you. So please enjoy E minor Prelude and Fugue from Book I, Johann Sebastian Bach. Book I, and we are already done again also with the E minor, great tonality. Great tonality, of course, great pieces like Chopin E minor concerto. The Chopin, by the way, yes, Chopin's Prelude E minor is also very, very special, or of course, yes, just actually many, many pieces in the study as well from Opus 25 in E minor is, of course, it's more joyful, it's more, not joyful, but it has more joke in it, yes, or something. But it's interesting tonality, of course, great symphonies like Dvorak's New World, or Tchaikovsky Fifth, or Brahms, of course, Fourth Symphony. These are all pieces. They have, it's a special, I think it's a special character of the tonality. It's not just mourning or just tragic. It has something. It has some dignity, I think, for me personally. So it is, yeah, it's great that, we are. Well, it's unbelievable that, yes, as I'm saying, that E minor is done, and now we're moving slowly to the middle of Book I. That's really amazing. Right, yes, Sam, I absolutely agree. The fugue feels a little bit short after this grand, big, dramatic, in a way, prelude. The fugue is a little bit short, but maybe I think there must be a reason why Bach decided to compose a short fugue. I think the original version of the prelude was a little bit shorter because it didn't have the presto part. But anyway, I'm absolutely convinced that Bach did every decision which he made about his music, he did on purpose. Although I absolutely agree that I would also wish a much, much longer fugue, right? Yes. E minor toccata Susan, absolutely, of course, it's a very toccata-like, basically, style, right? And now the key word toccata-like, where I would be very happy to talk to you about share some ideas about the first piano sonata by Shostakovich, which is, for me, absolutely exceptional piece among all his other compositions. Well, first of all, well, I don't know why I'm saying first of all, but anyway, he was very, very young man as he composed this sonata. It was in 1926. So basically it was right before he went to Warsaw to attend the Chopin competition, as we have discovered or talked about last time. So this composition is actually absolutely it's a revolution, it's sensation, because in this piece, maybe for the first time, Shostakovich literally breaks with all traditional ways of composing which he had learned before. So first of all, the first sonata is absolutely atonal, so he breaks with tonality. There is no tonality in this piece, so which makes it, of course, very, in a way, for me personally, I'm talking only about my personal perception of Shostakovich. Shostakovich, for me, always have a kind of kind of key center, which you immediately recognize with your ear where the music belongs to, which is where is the music at home. And in this piece, nothing like that. And of course, he was very, very. He was very well informed, and of course he knew all the new music by Schoenberg, Stravinsky, Prokofiev, Ravel, of course, all Group WTC, all musical directions in the 20th, which were really an absolutely exciting years, because there were so many composers in searching for new ways of expressing themselves in music, and this is really, I think for me, this piece is the first sonata. It's not only because it has no tonality, because I mean it's not the only reason why I find it so exciting, but basically there is, it is very unusual for me, also let's say for a musician who loves Shostakovich's music, this piece is absolutely unique. It stands absolutely apart. So basically, also the structure of it is actually only one movement, the one movement sonata, but there is actually no real sonata form in it. You can also actually not really find the, not like in Liszt sonata that you can, in one movement sonata that you can say, okay, this is a kind of exposition, this is the second theme. No, this is basically more the transformation of, let's say, three basic elements which he really absolutely transforms in any possible direction within this sonata. So he played it by himself quite many times, and also he played it, I think that was 1927 for Sergei Prokofiev. That was their first meeting, and apparently Prokofiev was quite pleased with this sonata. And he was actually exactly saying that this is the beginning of the first section is a Bach-like, so it's in Bach style, and apparently, yes, he enjoyed the sonata quite a lot. The sonata basically received very different reception in the audience. There is one story which says that Shostakovich played this sonata in a concert, and the audience was not really excited about, was not really reacting very excited about the piece. So he came back on stage and said, okay, I will play, in order to make this music more acceptable, I will repeat it, and I will play the sonata once again from the beginning till the end. So I think, that was a very new sound. Also by him. So for me personally, in this kind of style, Shostakovich really achieves, he uses it only in this sonata, in the second symphony, in aphorism, which is an absolutely amazing cycle in my opinion, and in a way in the nose. But I think it's the best is that I just illustrate some of those moments from the sonata, and then maybe on Sunday you will have also a little bit other perspective of the piece. And so basically it starts, as I said, there is no tonality, but we have a kind of intention to be around the key C or C major, but at the beginning, or A minor, it's very close, right? So the first motive, which also remains actually the main motive throughout the sonata, sounds like this. So this this third, then we have actually a clear third, and then we have already this chromatic line, which is already a little bit, it gives us a feeling of being unsure, unsecure. So at the same time, we have the contrapoint in the left hand, which sounds like this. So we have clear chromatic line, but always this is something very interesting for me in this sonata, that the fourth as well as the ninth, the chord, I mean like this. There are some intervals which remain really very important throughout the entire sonata. So the beginning is indeed fortissimo, and always the theme notes with accents. He says legato, which means that still it has a kind of it has a kind of huge tension in it, because if it would be staccato, it would be completely different type of music. And this combination of this legato is, for me, it means a great tension. So then he moves into another section, which starts actually with the completely. It starts with the same contrapoint which we have, but in a completely different. It's a different value. So we have, instead of triplets, we have just normal 8 notes. Although it's the same material, it comes, the ear, basically the reception of it is completely different. Then after a great explosion, because then he comes back to the main motif with the. So this is the. Let's say the climax of this first section, because after this we come to the next, next second basic section, which is for me more, well, it can be also seen around the key C, and again this is another very important interval comes out here. So this is this ninth. Of course, it's all very. The dissonance of this music is for me also very unusual for Shostakovich, because it's the amount of dissonanting chords or intervals here is really amazing. It's very rare that there are some diatonical harmonies here. So the second thing, well, it has. It's more heavy. It's some really big contrast to the first very energetic element, and then we have the third and actually basically the last, not quite the last, but one of the lyrical elements in the sonata, which reminds a little bit on the first motive, but it's it's a lyrical part, but it's of course not a melodic, not a quiet, not a beautiful melody. Just maybe some other, I don't know, maybe other character, but still it's sharp. It's not enjoyable in sense of lyrical melody. And then the kind of development section starts, and here the central key is F sharp. This is a very scary place because it says morendo, legato, pianissimo, and adagio. So we have this element, then we have this first theme. We have two clusters. We have Shostakovich cluster. And then the first theme comes in intervals. Yes, it's a ninth, I think you say it in English. I hope I'm right. So this is really very, very unpleasant, very scary. Some creatures from under the earth. I don't know. For me, it's really very, very scary. And then he breaks through it. Through this mood, and comes to an allegro part, which can be seen as a kind of development section, and it's really very, very wild until I think he was indeed a great master of combining different elements into one. So that it also takes a while until you really get them, until I get them really sorted out in a way. So then in the culmination, before so-called recap, there is it already starts with, I can show it, it's something falling out, other scores falling out here. We have here, you have here, so these chords with accents, tim, pom, 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 this is this main theme which we have. At the same time, we have ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-dam, da-dam, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-dam, da-dam. This is already the second motive, and he really let them fight. So it sounds finally. As in the beginning, but in only one hand. Instead of two hands, we have only one hand, and we play. This is an absolutely amazing, extremely challenging, but wonderful place. And the right hand is playing. This is, of course, the this second element. So this is absolutely amazing the way he puts those lines together, and indeed it's a great polyphonic thing, yes, and of course especially this place, because the other place, of course, you still hear you have the line, because here you have one octave. This is something else, and here you literally have two. Exciting, I find it really exciting. Then there is a kind of recitativo cadenza, again with and a great and the cluster. Then he uses a great effect of diminuendo after this crazy cluster effect. That the strong diminuendo effect is made possible through repeated releasing of the pedal. So it means that because those strings, they take longer, right? So the idea is that I change the pedal many times until it gets this natural diminuendo, that the sounds disappear. And then it comes to a real slow section of the piece, which is lento. It is written in three systems. So we have basically again the theme here, which reminds a little bit on the second one, but it's a little bit different. And we have the bass line, and we have the harp. Well, similar like we had in the E minor prelude now, but not quite. So. With a great atmosphere. Different atmosphere, also a little bit frozen, a little bit. It's not nothing in this sonata is somehow comfortable in sense of enjoyable in a positive sense. It's a very energetic, very furious piece, I would say, and this section is the only contrast, but even this gives still no relaxation, no release. Yeah, somehow it's very extremely dramatic piece. So at the end of this section, he comes back again to our original first element. This is again we have here the first motif, and also here we have again he uses the stretto in the fugue, and then the coda starts. The coda is a really pinnacle of energetic. I don't know how to put it. It's again we have this. This is the third motif. It's very low register. It says pianissimo, and the right hand plays also pianissimo. It's very difficult because it again says legato like in the beginning, and to play so soft in this low register is really, really difficult. But he also writes some crescendo like and in the very end it is again a mixture of all motifs which appear in this sonata, also from the slow movement that's in the bass line. Yeah, the coda sounds like this. The first piano sonata, and I am once again very happy to share with you this project, which will be streamed on Sunday at 8 p.m. Central European Time on Arte Concerts, on MDR Culture, and on YouTube. channel of Deutsche Grammophon, as well as of here on Facebook, and then, yes, you will hear the entire sonata, which is an absolutely wonderful, just again, and one more example of his creativity, of his completely free-minded, talent as well, or genius, yes. Jakob, thank you very much. Yes, in a way, of course, his music is a description of the historical moment as well, and of also his personal fate, let's say it this way. And of course, it is very special, and also to be in this place, which is, of course, which was also very, as I mentioned before, it's a very special place. It's a political place, and to be here today and to see what he basically, which environment was he was surrounded with when he composed his 8th string quartet. This is really something really really special, and the nature here is absolutely beautiful. So it's absolutely wonderful place to visit. To be honest, it's really great landscape. The link, Jonathan, with the link, I think that we will share it also before that as well, but you can also watch it here on my Facebook channel. So this is definitely also what we will do. So thank you all so much for being here for this special edition tonight from Gohrisch, and I really appreciate. Thank you so much. I'm really deeply moved that you all remember that today is my birthday, and I'm very happy to share some ideas, on Bach, and of course on Shostakovich also today with you. So please have a great weekend, and I hope you will enjoy the Sunday's performance. Please take care of yourself, stay healthy, and see you next week on Thursday. See you, bye-bye.